All right, mini lesson number 5. We're going to do a little crash course here in writing linear equations. There's two main forms of a line that we use. Point slope, y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. x1, y1 is the coordinates of a point on the line. Anywhere on the line, it doesn't have to be special. It can be any point on the line, and m is the slope. And then the other one, the one we see a lot more, like in middle school even, is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, but b is the y-intercept. Now the y-intercept is just a special point that's on the y-axis. So here you can use any point you want. If you know the specific y-intercept, you can use slope-intercept. Most of the time, I'm going to write an equation in point slope, and if I need it, I'll convert to slope-intercept. Here it says, write an equation that passes through the point and has an appropriate slope. So they're giving me a point. This is not the y-intercept. This is a point on the line somewhere, x1, y1. So I'm going to use point slope. They're giving me a point and a slope. I'm going to use point slope. Y minus, here my y1 is 6, equals m is 3, and then x minus x1 is 2. Now this messes with people sometimes because it's supposed to be a minus sign. If it's supposed to be a minus sign, x minus positive 2, fine, leave it alone, x minus 2. If it's a negative, then we'll change to a plus. We'll worry about that later. Now, if I need to convert this to slope-intercept, this is just like our first little mini lesson. I'm going to distribute on the right side, 3x minus 6. I'll leave this side alone. And then, to get this into slope-intercept, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And hey, look at that. Y equals 3x plus 0. I can just write that as y equals 3x. If you really want, you can put plus 0. But here, the y-intercept is 0. Now, if this says perpendicular to, remember, perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals. So negative 3, the perpendicular slope is going to be opposite. It's going to be positive, and it's the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 3 over 1 is 1 over 3. So the slope I'm going to use is 1/3. And I'm going to do this in point slope again. I'm kind of giving you a slope, but I'm being sneaky about it. I'm not just straight up saying, here's a slope. It's the reciprocal, opposite reciprocal. So y minus, my y1 is negative 1, so y minus negative 1, we'll write that as y plus 1. 1/3 is the slope, and then x minus 3, and if I need to now convert this into slope-intercept, I'm going to distribute, so I have y plus 1 equals 1/3 x minus 1. 1/3 of 3 is 1, and then when I subtract 1 on both sides, I get y equals 1/3 x minus 2. And now I have this one in slope-intercept. And again, I couldn't tell you the slope-intercept just by looking at it, but when I convert from point slope, now I have the y-intercept. So we're done.